I would like to take a short thank you for our special sponsor. We would like to thank TSET. It's the Tobacco Settlement Endorsement Trust as a sponsor of this event. TSET is dedicated to improving the health of Oklahomans by funding programs to promote healthier living, promote healthy lifestyle, tobacco-free living, cancer prevention, and overall wellness. Their support is to help and make events like this possible, allowing us to provide resources, education, and opportunities for healthier living. For more information about TSET's work, you can visit www.oklahoma.gov/TSET.
We're with the Oklahoma Boxing and Combat Sports Foundation. Our mission statement is knocking down obstacles one punch at a time. We outside.
If you late, you're always going to be late on anything that you do.
I wanted to come here today so I can preview boxing and see what I might want to do in the future, and might come to their studio to see if I can take boxing lessons with me and my mom.
You got a new coach now. It's Coach B.
I know, right?
I'm here with Joe.
Hey Maurice.
How you doing?
Good. How are you, sir? Hamilton Lee.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, sir.
Hey, buddy. How are you, sir? Hey, thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming. Good to see you.
Karen, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for coming.
Oh yeah, how are you?
Two of the first annual Health and Wellness Expo presented by the Oklahoma Boxing Foundation. My name is Rob Hoskins, but no matter where I go or where I speak, I like to talk about the importance of change. And the theme of this event being health and wellness, the theme of change is ever so needed, right? So wherever you go and whatever you do, I like to talk about why health and wellness and making that change to health and wellness is important. So at the age of 17, I became what's known as a pescatarian. We can't really get to change, but if we realize that the change starts with us, we'll slowly start to find ourselves making progress to that change, right? And so I'm going to get started with today's event, being health and wellness. We're going to talk about today's focus is promoting fitness and wellness in the community. Next is exploring the role of boxing in overall health, and then connecting with experts and resources. And so we have a lot of experts and resources today. The first person I would like to introduce is Mr. Josh Morgan. And I'm gonna have him come up right now. Mr. Morgan, I'm gonna bring this poster over there.
Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm Josh. I didn't do a PowerPoint because I figured I could just talk to you guys from the gut. I was kind of a product of the same world he was discussing. I was a single mother household. We ate fast food as kids. Thankfully, I was in karate, earned a black belt at a young age, but we had burritos nightly. 6 packs of party tacos for Bueno, right? Mom didn't know what to do. She just did her best. Well, your coach's responsibility is also to teach you to fight and do their best, right? They shouldn't have to really watch your pizza habits. You should have control of that yourself, or at least know what to do. And I help people set benchmarks or have a target, at least to know kind of what to do. I was 350 pounds about 12 years ago. And in the course of losing 100 pounds, I found Muay Thai kickboxing, and I learned a lot of karate. But I found a community like this, and I found people who actually could walk their talk and would walk their talk and had supportive evidence to guide me that wouldn't just sell me creams and wraps and miracle drugs, right? Because I was overweight. You don't need carbs unless you really work out. Your carbs are stored in your muscle as glycogen. You want color. Color in in vegetables and fruit is antioxidant vitamins. I've been open 14 years. I lost 140 pounds on the scale, 200 pounds of body fat. I've been doing kickboxing for 15 years, black belt since I was 17. I love this entire world of fighting and martial arts aspect of these kids are awesome, and I'll do what I can for your kids if you love me. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Josh. Let's get another round of applause for Josh. Alrighty, thank you, Josh. That was great. One thing that really stuck out with me was just being conscious of what we're eating, right? That's a lot of what you talked about. You know, a lot of times we're just consuming whatever is close by. But if we're realizing the importance of what we're putting in our bodies and how it plays in our day-to-day life, you know, sometimes, you know, you hear the quote that says, "You are what you eat," right? And that's so true. I mean, when you are what you eat, and you put in your body is what you're going to get out, right?
And applied knowledge is power. Not just knowledge is power. You got to apply it.
Applied knowledge. That's good, Josh. That's really good. That's really good. All right. So the next presenter we're going to have come up is Mr. Dr. Lee. Are you here today, sir? Dr. Lee. Okay. Dr. Lee, if you don't mind introducing who you are and just more about your organization and what you'll be talking about today. Thank you.
Afternoon. Afternoon. Let me get away from the podium. I don't need a podium, so I just want to, first of all, my name's Hamilton Lee. I'm by training, I'm a medical doctor and I'm a surgeon in practice here in the metro area. I've been here since about 2001. Had an interest early on in combat sports, MMA and boxing. A member of the Association of Ringside Physicians, so a lot of you kids, fighters, have probably recognized me from me doing your pre and post-fight physicals. I wanted to thank Oklahoma Boxing and Combat Sports for the invitation to participate, as well as the Bethany Metro Library here for hosting this event. Thank you to all the parents that are bringing your kids here involved in boxing. I'm just going to briefly kind of talk a little bit about the benefits of obviously the boxing, and you guys are all members of the choir already kind of know. I know I'm preaching to the choir a little bit, but we'll talk about safety first. At USA Boxing, we are all licensed, all the coaches, gym owners, all have a licensure through USA Boxing that we do annual training. We do special modules online. Benefits of boxing, there's obviously some of the obvious points are cardiovascular, the benefits as far as overall health, but when your kids are in a boxing gym, they're part of a community, and that community is teaching these kids and these young men and women about determination, about grit, about discipline, about self-control. They're managing their emotions. When they're fighting, they're not just going out there throwing haymakers, right? They're controlling their emotions when they're stepping into that gym, and so that ability to control their emotions, that translates to when they're at school. So if they get into a situation, maybe a confrontation, they may be less likely to engage in a fight because they know they can defend themselves versus whoever is engaging them, and they know how to use their best weapon, which is their brain, right, to be able to either diffuse a situation, or if they have to defend themselves, they're not afraid to do so. Such as boxing here in these gyms, are less likely to get into problems as far as drugs, alcohol, and any other kind of criminal activity. If they're involved, they're going to be less likely to be involved in those other things. So we are helping our communities by having our, training the next generation of leaders in our community, they're going to be better citizens for our community. So kudos to all the coaches out there. Coach Maurice here, everybody else that's here, with the different coaches from Edmond as well. Thank you guys for what you do every day in that gym to work with our young men and women here that are here today, showcasing their skills and talent. Any questions? Okay, that's all my 2 cents. So appreciate you guys' time for coming out today. Get other kids involved too. You guys have friends at school that could be involved in these things too. Maybe it's a kid that you see at school that's getting picked on, that maybe you're not really involved, but hey, kid that's getting bullied around, say, hey, invite them to come to your gym and work out with you guys. Teach them, give them the opportunity to learn some skills to defend themselves too, and maybe they're less likely to get bullied. But you guys are out there in the schools, you see the kids and stuff that may be struggling, and as leaders in our community, you guys can make a difference in your school too. So you invite somebody to come to the gym and hang out, and you might make a friend out of it. Coach Maurice's question is about mental health. We hear about mental health a lot now, but what can we do to help? Kids have all these, it's a lot harder to be a kid growing up nowadays than old geezers like me and Maurice, right? We didn't have social media. We didn't have Instagram and Facebook. And with the social media, we know from current research that oftentimes self-esteem is super important when it comes to kids growing up nowadays. I think it's a lot harder to grow up. There's a lot of different challenges that you guys as young people have to deal with that we didn't have to. We didn't have the internet. You know, it was kind of come home, do your homework, watch some TV, whatever. But with the internet, it's just you're always on 24/7. It's always go, go, go. Your mind is not really has an opportunity to kind of switch off, right? So kind of downshifting, it doesn't happen as often. So I think boxing is a great avenue as far as for mental health because you're learning sort of. Great question. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks for elaborating.
All right, Rob.
All right, can we give? I would like to take a short thank you for our special sponsor. We would like to thank TSET. It's the Tobacco Settlement Endorsement Trust as a sponsor of this event. TSET is dedicated to improving the health of Oklahomans by funding programs to promote healthier living, promote healthy lifestyle, tobacco-free living, cancer prevention, and overall wellness. Their support is to help and make events like this possible, allowing us to provide resources, education, and opportunities for healthier living. For more information about TSET's work, you can visit www.oklahoma.gov/TSET. Alrighty, so we're going to move next to our next special guest. She is by the name of Stephanie Tolson with OIC. Ms. Stephanie, I'll have you come up.
Guys. Like Rob said, my name is Stephanie Tolson. I do own a gym in Edmond called Rough House Boxing. But what I'm here to talk about is not my gym, but to talk about USA Boxing and the role that that organization plays in the sport on a local level, regional level, and a national level. A good idea. How about this on your next show? And now you've just thought of the greatest idea ever. So that's very helpful for us. We'd love to know what is going to make a person want to buy a ticket to come in and support our local amateur boxing scene. We process just like the boxers. The boxers have never had a fight before. They have one fight, they're gonna learn something. You as that volunteer coach, you may sit in that corner and listen to what the head coach is telling that boxer. That's how you learn. There is no fancy manual on how to be the best coach on the planet for this. I don't think you will, but I always tell people if the world knew that more girls knew how to fight, there'd be a lot less problems in the world, don't you think? Some of these guys out here might think twice about, doing something hurtful to another girl, especially if they get embarrassed by getting knocked out on the street. Does anybody else have any other questions? Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Stephanie. I learned a lot today about all of you guys that have presented so around, but I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to learn as much as I can today. Our next presenter will be from Coach Marlon with Jesus in Oklahoma Boxing.
Oh.
My reason or my why for wanting to get back in and getting involved is to give back. So many times you see individuals that hold a ton of knowledge, but I don't think we always do a real good job with giving back to the community, giving back to, for some of us older folks, giving back to people that will be supporting us, from a decision-making process as we get older. And far too many times we see someone make a mistake and we don't get involved or we don't assist in helping them to course correct themselves. So I think it's real important as coaches, as individuals, as parents, that we really help our youth. And our youth could be, for me, old, young, doesn't matter. We all make mistakes, and we all need to be course corrected from time to time. So for me, that's the why for getting into boxing. Not to mention I enjoy sports. I love sports. So that's the reason behind it. I have an individual here, and I'll just point her out. because I didn't prepare her to speak. But Ms. Lewis, who's smiling back there, is a therapist. My brother is a sports psychologist, and my daughter is a therapist, but she lives in the Netherlands, so it omitted her from being here. With that in mind, though, a lot of times we think about psychology and therapy, and we think there's something wrong if we need to speak with someone. We think that we're weak if we need to speak to someone, and it's just not the case. In life, making sure that you can handle the day-to-day activities that are going on. So for me, like I said, the mental health piece is important. Getting out in the community is important. Making sure that we're passing down things that we may have, things that we want to give back. And I see a lot of these coaches in here. I just think it's important. It's important that we do it. It's important that we're there for them. It's important that we can be of assistance to help guide them through this difficult thing we call life. So that's my spiel. And in the process, we do want to build some world champions. I just thought I'd throw that out there.
I do have a question. One question, Coach.
Go ahead.
Why do you do this?
Why do I do it? I enjoy giving back. I love giving back. I don't need anything in return other than growth. I have a lot of athletes that I've seen, and I'll give you an example. I had a football team. We won everything you could think of, but the thing I was most impressed about is of the 14 kids, 13 of them have degrees. Some of them have master's degrees to go along with it. So to me, that's the important piece. Keeping these young men out of jail, and women out of jail, helping other adults maneuver and find careers. It's even pushed me. I've gone back to school, just about ready to finish. But that was another reason why is if I can talk the talk, right, and say, hey, look, keep up with the books. You know, education's important. That meant that I could go back and get some additional degrees. So that's why I do what I do.
Thank you, Coach.
All right.
All right, well, we wanted to give a chance to shout out some of the gyms that are here today.
I'm with the March of Dimes. We are a national nonprofit that supports maternal and infant health. We do this through research, like we've researched to create the polio vaccine, newborn screening, so that heel prick that babies get whenever they're born to see if they have any genetic disorders. Education, we educate women who are planning to become pregnant, about all the things they need to know during that journey, if they have any complications, things to ask their doctors, as well as advocacy. We advocate for women and babies at the higher level at the government to make sure that there is legislature that protects them and supports them and gives them the best chance at life, gives them a fighting start.
Hello everybody, my name is Ezel. I'm an insurance agent here in the metro area, and I go around the state educating people on Medicare. Whether you're new to Medicare, exploring your options, or maybe you don't have an agent and you need a review, I'm here to help navigate you. And I know we were talking about mental health, and I just want to give shout out to Stephanie. I don't know if you remember or not, my very first class with you.
Yeah.
Do you remember how I walked in?
She saw the video yesterday and she said she knew you.
Yeah, but no, so I know that life gets hard for everybody, and I know a lot of men, especially minority men, don't talk about it. And I'm here to tell you, I go through it too. And Stephanie saw me that day. I walked into the gym, eyes red, crying. Reach out and talk to somebody. Get some help. Find a community advisor, just give back, find ways to get involved, and that's exactly why I'm here today. If it wasn't for her or Maurice over here, I would not be here today. So I just want to thank you all for all that you do. I'm glad to be a part of this community, and I look forward to giving back even more. So that's all that I got. You can find us at West Hefner, 2232 West Hefner Road, and then you can go to www.navigatingmedicare.com/EZO.
Hello guys, my name is Emmanuel Rivera. I am with the Come Up Foundation. We are a little different. We don't have a gym. What we do is partner up with organizations like nonprofits, community centers, churches, and we bring the program to the organization that have the kids that we want to work with. So we provide this program completely free to the kids. We provide the gloves, the shin guards, even transportation, hand wraps, everything that they need. We don't want any hurdles for them not to come train with us. So we do mixed martial arts, so a little bit of boxing, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, Judo, wrestling. So it's obviously it's just mixing the martial arts. So if you guys ever watched UFC or any mixed martial arts, what we focus on. Besides that, we have programs in place where we have academic prizes. So at the end of every semester, these kids bring their report cards. We have really awesome packages that we put together. We show them how to eat, how to recover, how to train like professionals. So it's just being able to learn the lifestyle of a combat sport or martial artist in general. So if you can do that, I think that a lot of these guys, Dr. Lee, many other people that have served the community have talked about the benefits of martial arts and combat sports. And we are a big believer in the emotional intelligence, right? Being able to control your emotions can take you a long way. Check out the Come Up when you can. thecomeupkids.com is our website. We also got accepted by Oklahoma City Public Schools recently, last year. So we're in schools. That's a big milestone for combat sports in general, for them to allow us to take over PE classes. We're in John Marshall. John Marshall's our first school that we are there 5 days a week, and we are an elective option for the kids to take as a class. So for you guys that grew up with no martial arts, I wish we would have had that when we were young. So again, this is all because of everybody, the combat sports community in general. I can name so many gyms, so many people, Zeke, Stephanie, obviously Maurice, many guys here that they come together, and it's bigger than just individual, us individually. It's about the community, it's about the outreach, it's about the kids, our future leaders. So check out thecomeupkids.com when you get a chance. My name is Emmanuel Rivera. Thank you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, out in the red corner, we got Rodney J.G. Porter.
You got a clocking, coach. You got a clocking, man. Come on, man.
Oh man. Yeah, this is a great thing. We, the Come Up Foundation is that is a great thing. I think each one of the boxing gyms kind of come from that narrative also, that we all got one thing in common: a good focus on the kids and troubled kids, and what we can teach them, from getting bullied to how to defend themselves, how to instill confidence in them, all of that, and like I said, I clock in. When I come here, I clock in. I'll do it for free. I'm giving back. I don't care. I started coaching in 1995. Yeah, so for a long time I come across a lot of kids. Yeah, we love our kids, man, and they're like our children. Coach P can attest to. He's another guy that's been around for years. We kind of started right in that same area, and I remember his son was like this when I first saw him, and now he's number 3 ranked in the world. Number 3 ranked in the world. And he put all that hard work in. So I see a lot of blessings with this kind of work that we do. And I'm just gonna pass the mic on to him. Okay? From one coach to another.
I wasn't expecting to say anything, but I really enjoy this sport. What I really like about it is most of the people that I train, they find self-discovery. They discover themselves, what their abilities are, what their limits are. then it turns to self-mastery. A lot of times we need to learn how to master self. We spend so much time in this world controlling everything and other people, but never really learn to control ourselves, our attitudes, our behaviors, find that inner strength inside of us, having discipline. Most people lack discipline, and that's something that we really need. I always tell the fighters that discipline is doing what you're saying that you're going to do after the mood that you said it has gone. A lot of people would have intentions on doing something, but their mood changes and then they don't want to do it no more. They're sleepy, they're tired, or they just don't feel like it. But when you have good, strong discipline, you'll do it anyway because you've already set in your mind to do it. That's what makes great people. That's what makes great champions. And if we can foster those feelings, those emotions, and develop them and help those people to become the great people of this great world. And that's what we're looking at. And thank you.
Are there any other boxers or boxing gyms here today that I might have missed? No? All right, well, we're getting ready to get to something that I've been looking forward to, not just hearing people speak, but seeing some action. I know this guy right here, he's been moving and shaking the whole time. He's ready. So I'm going to hand it over to Mr. Maurice, and we're going to get to see some sparring.
All right, guys and athletes, thank you for coming out. Thank you, parents, and thank you for all of the vendors and all of the support in our community. Now is the time. It's not for a win, lose, loss, or draw, so do not try to, what's the word?
Dictate that, man.
Yeah, let's go ahead and have some clean sparring, guys. We're going to start off with the smaller kids, let's say ages 8 to 12. And let's start off with the lighter weights. So if we have any under 100 pounds, let's have them come up first. And then the next group we'll have the next group we'll keep going on after that. So we'll go by the weights and we'll go by ages, guys. But now's the time for you to go ahead and get warmed up, and we'll go in waves for our sparring until the conclusion of our Boxing Health and Wellness Expo. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is Maurice on the microphone.
Check it. Also, everybody's here. Make sure you check out the vendors. We have Marching Downs, Navigation, Medicare. All the vendors are here with some resources, and you guys can check out.
That was no goal land.
Let's go! Let's go, Coach Rodney. You got some names, man? Let's go, Mr. Rodney. In the red corner.
Quick, y'all.
Let's go, Tyson.
And in the white corner of Ponca City, Boxing Gym, we have E.
Talking about you gotta come on and dang. Adriel.
And in the red corner, we have Adrian. Watch these young guys go to work, y'all.
We got one sub in here. This is Matthew.
We got another guy coming in. Who's that? Matthew. He want to get in on the action, too.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Stay away from the ropes.
You know what they call?
We got all the little ones out the way. See the next weight, we got around. She's coming.
125 to 135.
Hey, guys, for the last part of our sparring, come on up to the ring if you are trying to get matched up for some sparring. We're gonna match your weight up and make sure that it's safe. So please come up if you're gonna get some sparring today.
Alright, let's see what these guys got here. Keep it there.
Okay, we got it.
That's a jab out of me.
She got wrinkles too. You see how old that boy is?
That's a nice shot to the body by the red. A 1-2 by the red there. Nice little 1-2 right down the body. Alright, Rich, so hold it up a little bit. He's going to get his offense down. He's going to get his groove on. Give him a little read. 1-2 right there.
30 seconds.
Right hand. Right hand.
Be less exposed.
Good.